So let's talk some individual legacies here, and I want to start with Megan Rapinoe. She's going to end this tournament not only with the game-winning goal in the World Cup final, but also as the tournament's golden boot, right? Its leading score. In the green room before this, I asked you for your top 5 all-timers U.S. soccer. Akers, Solo, Ham, Wambach, Overbeck. Big names. Is Rapinoe in that top 5 now?
Oh, I mean, in terms of handling the pressure, I think you have to give it to her for, if you did that, people in the moment rising up to it. You know, she provided some valuable service in 2011, right, against
Definitely.
Brazil when they were down to 10 players to serve Abby Wambach, and that was still one of my favorite memory of Megan Rapinoe playing-wise. But in this tournament, it's been all about how she's been able to lead this team by taking all the negative attention that's been drawn to her and turn it into something, and a mission, and in a way that she elevates in those big moments. Do I think she played great soccer throughout all the course of the games? No, I don't think she was nearly as effective as she has been in past World Cups. But in the big moments, she's been able to convert. How many people do I call like people that can't handle the pressure, right?
Yep.
There are lots of people that struggle in those big moments, and she didn't.
Yep.
So still wouldn't put her in that top 5. No.
Okay, all right, there's that.
And I love that you did that to me. I didn't know why.
You didn't know why I asked you that. Now you know.
You love to stir the pot.
All right, so you had 6 goals in the tournament. We should note 3 of them came from the penalty spot. Julia, I wonder, you know, when we talk about the Mount Rushmore of the U.S. women's national team, where does Megan Rapinoe fit in?
Well, I'll tell you what interests me most about her in this tournament, and we've covered and followed, and I've known Megan Rapinoe for so long. I felt like she hit her stride in this tournament in terms of striking the right tone on the leadership side, because I think that's a hard thing to do with all that was circling around her. How many times have we seen that happen and it becomes all about the player, and then there's some resentment on the team because it's all about that player rather than the tournament? I thought she struck a really good balance. It was great in front of camera with her bites when the Trump stuff happens, with the tweets, how she shut that down pretty quickly, with just how she handled herself. It was always about football first, but at the same time, this team obviously knows that it's more than just football. And they're proud of that. They stand by that. They're an example. They're a standard bearer. They're the ones that are leading the charge, they think, for, you know, not just this generation of women's soccer players, but the next generation of young girls out there watching. And I thought, and that's so hard to do, to carry all that on your shoulders and lead a team and still feel authentically that it's about soccer. And I thought she did that really well, and scored 6 goals and 3 assists and wins the Golden Boot and the World Cup on top of it. I mean, that's a hell of a month, right there, and all she's taken on. And she's done it with a big smile on her face. That's what you love about Megan. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, Foudy. You know, it reminds me of the difference from 2007. So when she didn't post that Trump video, right? A magazine posted it. It happened back in January. She wasn't asking for the attention or the drama that came with everything around it. Reminded me in 07 when Hope Solo got benched, and then all that drama came out. And it became the defining point of that team, in which we actually just tanked against Brazil. Brazil was a better side anyway in the semifinal round. Isn't it interesting how different it is, and why do you think it was handled differently this time, where the team was able to coalesce around her and help her out?
Yeah, I think too, they're wiser, right? They've been through this rodeo before. There's always, you know, when I said to Megan Rapinoe pre-tournament, when they filed that equal pay lawsuit in March, I said, you know, honestly, I don't know if we would have done that. I don't know if we would have had the courage to plant that flag in the ground 3 months before the World Cup and say, yeah, U.S. Soccer, we're suing you. How do you like us now? And we're going to also go as your partner over to the World Cup and win the World Cup with you. I don't know if we would have had the courage to do that. We would have said, hey, let's do it after the World Cup. Let's not make this a distraction. And when I posed that to her before the World Cup, she said, Jules, every day is a distraction with this team. It's always a circus. Like, you know, and this is so important to us that if we don't do it now, we're saying that winning the World Cup is more important. No, winning the World Cup is important to us, but also saying that we want equal pay for girls is equally important to us. So I think they just have gotten used to those distractions and being really good at compartmentalizing them.